Hello and welcome, Desert Mountain members, to another edition of the Desert Mountain Podcast. My name is Michael Craven. Honored to be joined today by Kim Atkinson. Hello, Kim.
Hello, Michael.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
It's September.
Already.
Happy September.
It is September time.
It's an exciting time around here because we're kind of in that transitionary mode from our summer programming, summer events over to our winter and fall and winter events.
Michael, it doesn't feel like winter today.
Not yet.
No.
But it will very soon. And,
yes.
We spent some time last week talking about some of the events and food and beverage and all of those fun things that are going to be coming up.
Yep.
But that's not the only thing we have to talk about coming up as we move into season.
Yes.
Golf.
Yes.
Got to talk golf.
Who's here with us today?
Probably the two best guys that we could possibly have in the room to talk about golf. The director of golf, John Lyberger.
Hello, Michael.
Yeah, let me give you a little bit of round of applause, John.
Thank you.
And Sean Ferris.
Good morning.
I'm going to give you one, too. I can't give John one and not give you one.
That's fair.
Welcome. So it's this time of year when we are finishing touches on our event guide for the whole winter season. I think it's going off to the printer today. So I hope we got all the changes in, right? We're good to go. It is chock full. I mean, summer season, we loved seeing all of that programming. And the winter book is like, it's fat. It's got page after page after page after page. So it's going off to printer. We're going to have it in our members' hands on the 16th of September. Reason is we take it out and they need 10 full days to go through it and bind it and do all those things. So you'll have it on your coffee table soon, members. So we're doing sneak peek time. And as you saw in the Mountain Minute yesterday, kind of highlighting some of those key tournament events, helping members understand when registration will open so that they're ready for that. And we've got a lot to talk about today. So welcome, John. Welcome, Sean.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
For sure. Well, so first and foremost, getting right into fall. I mean, we're here. September's here. What are some of the first new and interesting fun things and ones that we know are coming around, like the Dos Amigos and the Dos Amigas? So
Sure. Those are our standard tournaments that we do each year. And, we've been surveying the members the last couple of years after the events, and we've been taking a lot of that information and putting it into thought and now into practicality of how can we make these events better each year. And I got to say, the overwhelming response to the signups has been terrific. So I believe we're on the right track, and we're not going to give up getting better and getting more creative. So before we get to Dos Amigos and Dos Amigas, let's talk about a new event that we have this year.
Oh,
Sean, tell us about our member guest at number 7. We had that as an idea from one of our members, Mr. Scotty, who came to us, and he lives down there, and he says, hey, how about something for the folks that want to play at number 7.
Why not?
Yeah, and actually the residents of 7 who are members just at 7, it gives them an event that's theirs.
Exactly.
And Jim Scotty lives there, so he's
a full member.
Yeah, he loves having that there in his backyard, literally. But for the members of 7, this is a great opportunity to have an event that showcases their community and their golf course. It's a member guest. It's a full member guest like you would expect Desert Mountain to put on. 2 days, 2 different formats each day. Great, food and beverage. Obviously, 7 does a great job, but we'll do a great job for the event. And it coincides with one of the most popular events at Desert Mountain with the demo day.
Right.
So the first day of the event is also a demo day. And we all know 7, you can get around there pretty quick. So there's plenty of time for the member guest at 7 and plenty of time for the demo day afterwards.
And one of the things we did for the favor for this event, we just did a dollar amount gift card. And that gift card can be used at demo day as well. So we worked some things out with Mark and his team in retail to be able to spend that money that you're going to get by playing in the event, give your guest an experience that they might not ever get anywhere else, and we're very excited about it.
That is so fun. So when can we expect that one to roll into the calendar?
That one's available for registration right now. In fact, we without even promoting it yet, this might be our first official promotion of that event.
Yes.
We opened it up for registration. It had quite a few teams sign up already, probably about 15 teams, 30 players sign up. There's only room for 36 teams, so we're getting close, and we'll do a little Mountain Minute updates coming up with featuring that event and what's involved with that one. But it's a great experience and a great facility. We all know that 7 is so nice and so fun to play.
So fun.
It's just an opportunity now to showcase guests at all the other amenities we have. Since our member guests usually involve the courses at the top of the mountain, we tried to find a way to involve some of the other courses, and 7 was a great opportunity to involve some of our members, bringing guests out to see that.
That's a great idea. And that happens in November, so beautiful time of year, of course.
That's also unique, too. Like, I don't think we've had, have we ever had a demo day and a tournament going on at the same exact time? I don't think we have, right?
No, this will be the first one. And like John mentioned with the T-Prize in that one, we couldn't think of a better way to let the members and guests enjoy that than giving them something, going ahead and say, hey, you can use your T-gift and just spend it here.
Yeah.
You have so many opportunities between clubs and soft goods and shoes to go there that I think the T-gift will be a winner for everybody that plays, because they're going to find everything there. Okay,
so the tournament is played at 7. Where then is the demo day extension to that being held?
Oh, great question. We will continue to have our demo day up at the Cochise Geronimo driving range, because that's the space we need for the 80 vendors and so forth. And so the tournament will take place down at 7. And what's cool, I think, also about this tournament at 7 is because we hear from members who say that, I really can't play in the member guest anymore. I can't tee off from, the white or the copper tees, and, the course is too long and so forth. So I think that gives them an opportunity to still compete, but yet, and have a lot of fun at it as well. And then if you're maybe a newer golfer where it might be a little more intimidating to bring your guest, number 7 is a great spot. And I'm not just saying that that's for people that maybe have, aged out or distanced themselves from playing on one of our other golf courses, because we'll have different divisions down there. So we'll have some of the best players in the club, and we'll have some of the people that might not necessarily be able to compete on the other golf courses as well. So that's why I think this opportunity at number 7 is going to be pretty cool. And as Sean said, 36 teams, but it doesn't take, all that long to get around the golf course, 2.5 hours, 3 max. We could expand that one day to 72, because we could do morning, we could do afternoon.
Smart.
We can move it around.
Right.
That's a lot of fun. And that is really the vision of number 7 to begin with. What you just described is it can be something for the avid golfer, for the learning golfer, for all of the above. So
yeah, and Sean mentioned earlier our 7 only members as well. They don't have an event, so this is perfect.
That is great.
Yeah.
Looking good. All right. So then we're rolling into the member. Dos amigos, dos amigas.
Yes.
Brothers.
Big events. Sean, where are we at right now? I know we have a waiting list for Dos Amigos, and Dos Amigas has got, I think I wrote that down, I think they're at 114 teams right now out of 150.
And I think we were at 122 teams last year total, so we're getting close on and having that one be the biggest event it's ever been. The men's is full with a wait list, but we'll see some shrinkage on that. We'll have some teams that the combine. You signed up, I signed up, and now we're going to play together. So that creates room for another team to get in.
That makes sense.
We'll have some of that happen between now and then.
I actually wanted to talk too. We've got some other unique tournaments coming into Desert Mountain. A few just to note that members might want to experience as an observer. So we have our Battle of the Badges event that's coming up in a couple of weeks, where we have the police and the fire department come out and compete against one another. So that's always a good time. We also have some junior golf events coming up. So I was going to ask you guys to speak a little bit about that, because that's new for us.
Yeah, the drive, chip, and putt regional finals, which the winners from each age division, boys and girls, and that will make the trip to Augusta National for the finals. So we're looking forward to that. That's on September 25th.
Correct.
At Outlaw. We will open Apache that day in lieu of. So Chiricahua and opens up on September 26th. But we'll go ahead and open Apache a day early, so we can go ahead and have the event at Outlaw.
Perfect.
It's going to be awesome.
It's
and
so
if we have any members that want to come and volunteer, please let us know. We'd love to have you.
Definitely. And we have some members with their children who are competing in that event.
Absolutely. We do. And we're looking forward to having them out here.
So fun. Well, we have podcasts dedicated to those topics coming up in the next few weeks as well. But I thought we're talking golf. We might as well tease that a little bit. Yep. So back to some of these member events then, rolling into the Rattler. That's another desert mountain tradition. So how does that one play out, and why do the members really love that one?
Well, that one's really grown over the last few years. I had several members that reached out to me and said, I played in the first Rattler, and I can't believe how big this event is now. But they're not surprised either, because they've had such a good time in the event the years. We've really built up I've got to play in that again, or I can't believe I missed that event. I really want to play in that one next year. So when that one opened up for registration, I don't know if this is a desert mountain record, but it filled up in 6 hours.
Oh, dear.
Wow.
So on our theme of what we like to do, which is how can we be better for the members? What can we do to give them more opportunities to play? And obviously this is a popular event. What can we do to get more opportunity for that event? We kicked it around. We tried to find the best way to do it. And we did find a way to add a fourth golf course to it. So
Great.
all the team, well, not all the teams on the wait list, but a big, 27 teams that were on the wait list right away got into the event when we added a fourth golf course.
Fantastic.
So now it's become one of the bigger events on the mountain. That one, 4 golf courses. It can be anywhere from a member guest to a member. Really, it's an open formatting of your team. You can have 4 members play, or you can have a member with 3 guests. It can be a little bit of everything. And we have quite a few members that bring pros from their home course, another course in the Midwest that they might be members at. So it's a really unique, fun event to play in. And we're really excited that we're able to grow that one for the members this year and provide them another opportunity to play in it.
Yeah, that's going to be a blast. Biggest ever. I can't believe that one. That's amazing. And the majority, we looked at the statistics from last year, and the majority of the people, over 2/3 of the people that play in that, are all members. Mm-hmm. So when you throw the word guest in there, everybody thinks, oh, a lot of members are bringing guests and so forth. No, it's just a lot of members competing together for a fun event the first part of December, and it's something to do after Thanksgiving and before Christmas.
And you can play golf in December in Scottsdale, Arizona. So
Yes,
let's
ma'am.
not forget that.
Yes, ma'am.
So even just rolling through the holidays and then getting into the springtime, that is what we think is probably one of the largest member guests in the country when it comes to our Magic and Mania events. And everyone looks forward to them. I know planning of the member guest tournament begins the day after. No rest for the weary, Sean. And so we actually got a little bit of press on this too recently. So we're going to share that article out with our members in the Mountain Minute as well. But tell us about the planning for that and kind of, again, how can we create more opportunities for our members and just, we're listening, we hear you, we know that there's challenges here and there to get involved in some of these things. And so that's why we've really studied the calendar hard to come up with new opportunities and more expansions where we can. So how is that going to work out this year?
Yeah, Kim, you're right. The planning for the event does really start right after that. Now we do the ladies event and the men's event and then the couples event successfully 3 weeks in a row. So really the planning starts after the third event.
Right.
But
you're still running.
We do. Like John mentioned earlier, we look at the surveys from the members and we start with that. We start with the feedback of the event we just had and said, okay, here's the feedback of the event we had. What can we do next year to make this event better for the members? So looking at, we'll start with Mania, but we had 81 teams on the wait list last year to get into Mania, which the article you spoke of is, it mentions that it's the biggest member guest in the country. And we had a full member guest waiting to get in. For most courses, 81 teams is a full member guest. So we looked at what can we do to make this better for the members, and obviously adding any space we could to make it better for those members that didn't get in.
Right.
And we were able to add another golf course to that event.
Fantastic.
And then that's going to create, 52 more teams. So if you look at the wait list we had last year, that's going to open up a lot of room for those teams that didn't get in last year. And it's a big undertaking, but we looked at the feedback from the members who said, can we do this without losing what makes this event so special?
Right. That's the key, right?
Yeah,
it's not about being just big.
No, and
Right.
and like you'll see this in the article, you talk about, you'll share this with the members, but I don't think we ever sat in a room and said, how can we make this bigger?
No.
That topic never came up.
Right.
It was really, what can we do to make it better? And based on last year, what could we do to make it better? Not have members that really want to show off their club to their guests. Mm-hmm. And can we do it? Yeah, we can do it. Can we do it on the F&B side? Yeah, we can do that. Can we do it on the golf side? Yeah, we can do that. Can we do it on the having a big party at the end of which everybody loves? Can we do it in one area so everybody gets the feel of, here's my friends, here's my family, let's have a good time together? Yeah, we can do that. So that's where we took that information, and that's where we got it to for the upcoming. So that registration is going to come September 15th. And I know it's probably my number one asked question right now in the tournament office is, when can I register for the member guests? And this, the ladies and men, both of them. When can I register for those events?
September
15th.
Yes, 7 a.m.
7 a.m.
Oh, boy.
On 14.
Set
Local
the alarms.
7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Right.
Yes. So for those watching from the East Coast,
Right.
that's 7, 8, 9, 10. 10
Yep.
o'clock.
Right.
We might need to add a couple more servers. Make sure that our website doesn't get overloaded.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Yes.
Now to begin. Now I just want to elaborate on the planning side of it, because it is quite detailed and there's many different planning sessions, and we work really well as a team. So it's not just the golf team sitting down. We sit down with agronomy, food and beverage, our very talented retail teammate, very creative Bobby Berry, to come up with the favors and that tie into the events. I think we have an amazing favors, prizes, giveaways, food and beverage this year.
How do you top last year, which I think became one of the most popular shirts on the mountain with the Peter Millar with the all the logos of the different courses?
You're going to have to wait and see.
How are we going to top that?
Oh, no spoilers.
Just a teaser.
No spoilers.
There's a 9-month tease.
Goodness gracious. We're going to keep asking.
No waterboarding, please.
Well, very good. And that is kind of the key theme, right? It's just searching for new opportunities, searching to make things better, and executing that. So great job. I can see all the planning that has come together. And again, that event guide is really going to do all the storytelling for our members. They'll be ready for that. So fantastic. What are some other things maybe that are new that are coming up that we can speak to for the members?
Right. I'd love for Sean to elaborate on some of our events that go season long.
Yes.
Oh, right.
And let's talk about the sign up for those, as well.
Yes.
Yeah, and in fact, that's a great thing because we just launched a sample of the spring schedule in the Mountain Minute yesterday. But what wasn't on there, and we'll highlight those coming up, was some of the season-long events. We've always had the men's match play, which is Mountain Madness, season-long event. That'll open up registration on September 15th, just with the other events. But since it didn't have a date, it wasn't in that list of calendars. But so was the Roundup. That's our couples match play event where couples as a team play against other couples as a team.
Fun.
For our Roundup, our couples club, our match play championship. We've added 2 new season-long events this year. The first one, Mountain 4-Ball. It was actually brought to us by one of our members who said, hey, we do this at our other club. And we looked and we talked about it as a staff and as a team. And we said, hey, again, what can we do to make the club better for members? Our team events are so popular. Our members, our member guests, the other thing, the couples club championship, things we do that are team. So can a Mountain 4-Ball work? Absolutely. So it'll be a season-long event. What we did to again, enhance the member experience is instead of it taking place at one golf course, your match can take place at any of the Desert Mountain courses. You schedule it against your other team that you're playing against, just like in all the other match play events. Find out which course, what time works for you, and play your match and report the results to the golf shop. So, again, take an opportunity to say, what do we have an advantage at Desert Mountain? We have 7 golf courses. How can this event look great? Let's showcase all 7 golf courses. Play the course that you want to play and for your match, instead of us saying, here's where you have to play. And then the other one, the fourth one, would be what we're doing with our ladies match play, which instead of it taking place just on a certain date in February, we're making that a season-long event. So again, flexibility, what can we do to enhance the members? More members can play, more flexibility of when you can play it. So it becomes a season-long event, just like the men's match play, where it'll start January 1, it'll conclude in April, and you can play your matches anywhere along the way.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
That is so fun. It's a flexible.
Well,
it's a very flexible
it's inclusive
format.
too.
Right.
We want to make sure everybody can participate, and it's not just you're only here during a particular period of time. So
right.
This just gives everybody an opportunity to participate and enjoy their club.
And we just know we have such an active membership, and so people are coming and going, and this gives them the opportunity to play when they're here and when they're available. I love that.
Yeah.
On that note, we also took the another popular event for the men, which was the Monument Cup.
right?
Which was our men's match play for no handicap. It's just straight,
Scratch.
stroke play. Yeah, scratch golf.
Wow.
We moved that into a fall event again, trying to showcase where we could make that event stand out a little bit more and be a little more flexible. We figured
usually
the fall
was
event,
later in the season, wasn't it? Or
it fell right in a busy part of the time for everybody, which is in March. And actually, our events become so popular that we've found feedback again from our members is they had to pick and choose which ones they could play and which ones they couldn't play just because there's so many events going on.
True.
And the fall is such a good time of year, and we all know that. October, November, weather is beautiful, courses are in great shape. We thought, okay, Monument Cup could fit here and just be a better experience for the event rather than somebody having to choose not to play in it because we have other events just before it and just after it.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and the other thing is we try to balance too. So we've been talking a lot about tournaments. We've been talking a lot about competition. We've been talking a lot about these events. But we do have a segment of members that don't play in events. And as Sean said, we have a very busy spring, March, April calendar, and between our group golf and our men's league and our ladies league. It gets pretty busy on the tee sheets. So by moving some of these events around and creating more capacity and more space in those busy months, I think will help as well for those that sometimes get frustrated that they can't get a tee time.
Yeah, they just want the open play.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct. So, I just want to make sure the members understand that we're taking all of that into consideration. Even though we're running really big events, we also have a really big membership that's very eclectic and has got a lot of different ways that they use the club. And, it's a community. And as you live in a community, everybody has to kind of, give and take, and, there's some rules and everybody does it correctly. It's a pretty good community.
Use the system, use the tee time request system, plan it out.
Don't take more tee times than you really think you're going to need.
Right.
And, let's be considerate of your fellow member.
I think that's great. So I'm feeling pressure to perform in tournament season. I don't know about you guys, but how about the Performance Center? Do we need to give a little shout out to Paxton and the guys and gals over there? I mean, if you're not visiting and you're not going in there to get some new equipment and get ready for tournament season, the lessons, they probably should be booking some lessons right now.
Absolutely. They're running some great programs down at the PC, the Operation 36 and some of the other programs that will really help enhance one's ability to perform at a higher level. Chris Easley and his expert fitting techniques can get you more distance and dial your clubs in, create less dispersion, get you hitting it a little bit straighter. So we have a great team all the way around, from, as I mentioned earlier, our retail team, but let's not forget about our agronomy partners and our food and beverage partners and our wonderful communications and marketing partners, because you get that information out, to the members as well. And as you said, we're going to have a terrific winter guide. I want to bounce back to tournaments because I just remembered there's a couple things, Sean, that we did in the spring for our ladies' spring member and our men's Gunsmoke, which is the men's member. Right. We have a couple new twists and a couple new additions on that for next year.
Definitely.
We enhanced both those events. I'll start with the ladies' event first. I think that one comes up on the calendar before the men's. But we had a weather situation last year with our ladies' member.
Oh, I remember.
But to soften the blow of having to wait all day and wait through rain and wait for a course to be ready to play, we had a nice little get-together in the Porta Cochere up at the clubhouse, and it was a great time for all the ladies that played in the event. And such good feedback on that we decided to make that part of the event for this year. So we enhanced the event, again, based on member feedback, based on what their experience was. We thought this is what it would be, make this event even better. So we brought that social get-together as part of the event going forward.
Absolutely.
And we thought for the men's side, too, the men's event really was a great event culminating with a get-together at the end, but nothing on the front end. So we have a nice welcome party for the men on the front end on that one, too. So we've enhanced both those events and said, hey, if everybody likes to get together, and that's really one of the fun parts about golf tournaments is getting together and hashing out the round of golf afterwards or talking it up before you go out. Let's really enhance those sides of that. And we did the same thing with Sunshine Shootout, which I'll get to later, too, but that's our last event in the season.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Sunshine, because we're talking about enhancing that. Sure. The Sunshine Shootout, which falls right around Spring Bash time. rather than having that event conclude with a big party at the end, when Spring Bash is the big party at the end.
Right.
We moved the event a day earlier, so now it concludes right before Spring. So the final round will be concluded with Spring Bash that night.
Wow.
And instead of having a big party for the Sunshine Shootout at the back end, when we already have a big party at the back end,
right,
we're moving to the big party at the front end. So that event really gets enhanced because
fun.
We scheduled it to coincide with Spring Bash. It's not included in Spring Bash, but it feedback again from the members was trying to do Spring Bash right in the middle of a tournament makes one of them not so fun.
Yeah.
Right.
Your choice, which one you're going to put more attention to. But we move the event so they can enjoy both events without having to worry about sacrificing one or the other. And we give them a nice party at the front end that really helps that event out.
Kind of kick it off.
Yeah, and that being on the, that Spring Bash now being on the final night versus, when you went to the Spring Bash, if you're playing in Sunshine Shootout last year, you had to get up the next morning.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, there was a lot of, Excedrin that was passed around that morning as well. So this one, we'll finish up. Spring Bash is on May 5th, I believe.
Yep.
Is that a Friday?
Yeah.
Usually,
Friday, yeah. So you'll have Saturday to, to recover. And if you have guests in town, they can certainly travel throughout the weekend and get the best flights and so forth. One other item, tournament that came to mind just now is Cupid's Classic. In the past, we'd have Cupid's Classic typically on a day, maybe a Sunday, and we never really hit it exactly on the 14th of February. Mm-hmm. Well, this year, the Phoenix Open Waste Management finishes on Sunday, I believe, prior to the 14th in February. But so does the Super Bowl happen that day as well. So we know it's going to be a busy time. So we said,
events.
You know what? Our members, most of them are all available to play during the week. Why don't we just have Cupid's Classic on the 14th? And why don't we do it? And this year it happens to be on a Tuesday.
Brilliant.
So we'll use 3 courses. Last year we had to go back to 2 courses because of, again, the Phoenix Open date conflicted. So this year it'll be on the 14th. It'll be on Tuesday. It'll be 3 golf courses. And we'll be able to accommodate those that weren't able to play last year.
What's not to love about that?
There it is.
Sorry. That's awesome.
But again, working with our teams on that one, that was, instead of having to choose between playing in the event or attending the Valentine's celebration they did at the clubhouse, we put them together. So that event will now encompass that.
That's right.
The post event will be the Valentine's special at the clubhouse.
Yeah.
So we can go back to using it for 3 courses and have a nice big party for everybody afterwards. And yes, lots of love.
The collaboration, lots of love. The collaboration is really what makes that special for sure.
John, we have been doing some turf talks lately, and I think there's going to be another one coming up in September.
Yes.
There's a lot going on out there. Is there anything that we can bring up here in the podcast? Just kind of updates or
look ahead?
Yep.
Well, absolutely. Currently, Todd's on the golf course with Chad Getz, our architect from the Nicholas Group, and they're out spending some time on Renegade, ensuring that we're ready for seed to drop, which is going to be tomorrow. I believe he's going to start right away. So weather permitting, of course, and Todd's going to do it in sections. Not the entire golf course will be seeded at one time, but it'll start with the tees and the appropriate areas that are all prepared. They're finalizing the short game facility today. I'm going to jump out there as soon as we're done with the podcast and catch up with them and make sure that we're all on the same page and we're informed and we're ready to go. So no more big monsoons. We'll take light little rains, but
little showers are fine.
We don't want to have seed washed down where we don't want it to be. So
right.
So it's going to be great. So that's going to be, I think, really good. And then of course our other golf courses that are closed right now are getting much needed preparation and work to open at the end of September. And then as we stated earlier, just to reiterate, Outlaw will be dormant this year because we need that course through that overseed season because Renegade's not going to be open until, fingers crossed, the 1st of November, Mother Nature willing. And then we'll have a partial at Geronimo and a full overseed over at Cochise this year. And then we'll have some coffee talk presentations and so forth that will happen throughout the fall season and spring season for a vote next year on the Cochise golf course and driving range.
Right, and that will be just very, very clarified in terms of exact plans, hole by hole, what we're doing, why we're doing them, and being very thoughtful and very inclusive with our members so that everyone's on the same page.
Absolutely. Same with all the phase 2 planning, clubhouse, etc.
Yep.
So,
yep. Back to Renegade, just a reminder on the course and the range and the timing of all of that. I know there's phases of the range that will open, but how is that going, and how will that coincide, weather permitting, here in the next couple of months?
The range is spectacular. It's really grown in nicely, both over on the wedge range side and then also on the main tee. Todd's got a couple different types of Bermuda down, one on the tee, one on the surrounds. And then he's got some Zoysia on the target greens out there. Todd Bruin, who's doing the clubhouse, had to finish a sewer line project on the back left corner. So that part of the range is being completed now, and sod will go down back there. I think by the 1st of December, we'll be in really good shape to get that driving range open for our members to play. For our members that like to walk Renegade in the morning or the evening, and you like to walk your dogs out there, when we do drop seed on that golf course, please remember to stay off the grass and stay off the newly seeded areas so we don't cause some damage that's going to make us a little delayed in opening, where we'd have to go back and fix it, because it will be, wet. It has to be irrigated, and it has to be able to be a little moist so it can grow. And there are going to be some soft areas out there. So if we can keep the people and animals off the golf course and keep them on the cart paths, that'd be terrific.
Fantastic. All right. Good reminders. Gentlemen, anything else we want to give our members a little sneak peek into? I see the CARE event. We got to give a shout out to Jill and the CARE team. Boop, boop. That's going to be fun. Lots of activity, lots of new opportunities. So we really appreciate everyone's creativity to really study that calendar hard and see where we can mix things up a bit.
I think one event we didn't talk about, and it was a very popular event for a lot of our members, the first time we did it last year, was Teed Up for the Troops.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? Where we got that scheduled.
With the Medal of Honor Society, Teed Up for the Troops. That's going to be after Sunshine Shootout.
8th, I believe. Is it?
May 8th? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it fell on.
It's on a Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be terrific. We'll have some information there. We also have, through the Junior Golf Association of Arizona, the JGAA, we have the event down at 7 that we do each year.
December.
That's in December. We'll give our members the first opportunity to sign up for that with Scott McNevin and his crew. That's generally it's one junior golfer and 4 members that play in a little kind of am event.
That's so fun.
Play that down at 7. And it's a fundraiser for the JGAA, which actually creates opportunities for kids that aren't as privileged that live down in Phoenix, to give them access to golf courses where they may pay $5 to go play, and the JGAA supplements the balance of the greens fee.
That's so great. And I feel like that one always kind of comes and goes so fast. So I think we have a great opportunity this year to do some storytelling there, because that's really special.
That is. And then the other special event that's really good for fundraising is the Day of Play.
Oh, cannot forget the Day of Play.
Yes.
Are there enough days on the calendar, guys, for all this?
I know. We need 2 calendars.
Right?
I don't know how I keep it all straight in my head sometimes.
I'm very impressed. Like, this is amazing. But yes, the Day of Play Desert Mountain Foundation has the Day of Play, and that is that November?
I want to say November 4th.
November 4th. So Desert Mountain Foundation will be out and about. You will find them with tables, and they are very graciously supporting scholarship funds on the mountain for our team and our families on the mountain. So
that's awesome.
It's going to be great. And so look forward to more information about the Day of Play. I think we did do a little promo on that in the mountain yesterday too. So good stuff there.
Perfect.
You know, the thing I love is it's not only new opportunities, but you're even expanding on previous events too.
Right.
It's just everything. The older events are getting bigger, newer events coming in, tons of new opportunity for everybody.
That's right. So expanding on what's already been established and adding more.
A lot more.
Love it. Good job, you guys.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
And we look forward to seeing our members that haven't been here all summer back this winter, and to continue to see our members that have been here year round. So
fantastic.
awesome.
All right. Thank you, members. Another edition of the podcast in the books, Michael.
In the books. Do you want to do the shots?
Yeah.
Okay. We got to do that. We got to kick it out.
Got to have the shots.
Yeah, let's kick it over there and find out who had great shots this week.
Great shots around the mountain.
We will be right back.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Kim. We have one shot to recognize this week, so let's get to it. Steph Cugno, Tuesday, August 30th, an Eagle on number 16 Geronimo. Back to you guys.
All right. Thank you very much. Gentlemen, thank you so much once again.
Thank you for joining us, John,
Thanks
Sean.
for having us.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure. You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you.
All right.
Members, we look forward to a great winter season, and thank you for joining us today. We'll see you around the mountain.
Thank you, members.